How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Savage Hands with us, and he can say his name and what he does in the band.
Mikey Garrow, and I'm the vocalist for the band.
Awesome. So my first question, Mikey asks this to every band. How'd you start out Savage Hands? How'd you get your members?
So Savage Hands started as a three-piece project,
Okay.
Just in the studio, coming from a previous band. The three of us, me, Justin, Johnny, and I. Let me get correct on my grammar there. Justin, Johnny, and I, we chose that we wanted to continue with music, and we had no direction. We didn't really have like a thought process on it. We just knew that we wanted to make something that was gonna hopefully like last, forever. We wanted to make some timeless music. So we worked for like 2 years as a three-piece in the studio. Didn't play any shows, and then we started kind of picking up members from our producer. He had other local bands that he would record, and he was like, this guy might be a fit for your band. His band's not doing too well. So, that's how we got Nathan, our bass player, and then our other guitarist. He's since left the band, but that's just pretty much how we found our guys for Savage Hands. Was through our producer's help and just playing local shows like in the past, just knowing people and making friends.
Yeah, I feel like you guys kind of came out of nowhere. Personally, I mean, I love Andrew Bayless.
Right on.
Andrew. I love Life on Repeat. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. So you gotta give them a shout out. But that's really cool, and I felt like you guys are kind of unknown for a little bit. I had seen him post like things here and there, and I'm like, they'll probably get signed eventually. And then you guys got picked up by Sharp Tone. So how was that process of getting picked up by Sharp Tone? Because I know they're like getting real big now.
Yeah. So. Long story short, because this could be a very long story, but we'll shorten it up. So our process with Sharp Tone was a bit of a long one, because we heard that Sharp Tone was going to be a thing, but we didn't even know what it was. Andrew had just heard through the industry like that something's brewing, and that him or us and then a couple other bands were going to be like kind of offered up and saying like, hey, like these guys are still developing, would you like to try them out, take them out? So basically, we ended up talking to our A&R at Sharp Tone. He liked what we had but wanted to hear more, so we went back to the studio and wrote a full length, and we offered the rest, that and then a couple of music videos that never made the cut, just to as like an EPK.
Kind of sell it.
Yeah. Just just a selling point to say like, hey, we work and we will do this, for the rest of our time in this field. Like, we're just gonna do it. And we were quick about it, and then they ended up hitting us back maybe like 6 to 8 months like after we sent it to them, saying like, hey, like we like what you have, and here's what we want to present to you. And that's how it happened. And it was like a process of like 3 years since the moment we started writing for Savage Hands until our contract. It was about 3 years.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely worth it. I love the EP. I thought it was really good.
Thanks.
But my next question is, you get to travel a lot with touring, of course. So what are some favorite cities that you like to visit while you're on tour, in your free time, if you like that?
So like, I'm like a hit or miss with this one. I really like Arizona. It's hot out there, but it's beautiful. Like, the red rocks, like just everything's red. I don't know, man. It's undescribable. The landscape out there is awesome. I mean, like, I'm sure if I was sitting at somebody's house with a pool and a beer, like, then that'd be
great.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm totally in there. But I think upstate Washington, like, and Portland, Oregon, those areas are an area that I'll probably fly out to on my own and just do some hiking, because I love it up there. And that was my first time going there on this tour, so it was definitely like an eye-opener of where I could possibly maybe see myself moving one day. Portland and Denver as well, Denver, Colorado. Those places are awesome.
Awesome. My next question is, what was the last show that you attended besides you playing it? Like, just on your free time?
Yeah, so I went to a hip-hop concert at the Fillmore in Silver Spring, back where we live. I think the headliner was Puya. And then on his tour, there was another guy named Shakewell on his tour, and that It was an awesome concert. Like, I don't get to go out to hip-hop shows that much. One of my buddies was guested, and he had us come with him, and it was an awesome time to experience, like, the different culture and watch their crowd do the same thing that they do at our shows, which is go crazy and lose their shit.
Awesome. Yeah. My next question is probably the most important one. What are some of your musical influences? And I guess you can also speak for the band as well.
My musical influence, we got a few. I think we can all collectively say that what influenced us the most is any type of situation that we're put into where, we feel beaten down. That inspires us to the max. Like, every song that we've ever written has been a hardship in our life. Nothing's made up. Every story had a place and a time in our lives, and some stories are still healing and some were over, but for the most part, like, we're still healing from some of that. As far as like music inspirations, like, for me, I'm a little older, so like I really love like Seos and the self-titled album with Cove, and then Under Oath, like bands like that, like from back in like the 05, 06 days. Like, those are bands that inspire me the most, because if you can see, people, they're still selling out, huge tours, and it's like, I feel like they made timeless music. It's
yeah,
inspirational to me,
That's awesome. I could definitely hear the like old Seosin. I love that record too, the self-titled. That was like what got me into music and stuff like that. So I definitely say I have a place for that. But I also feel like, much like your producer who you work with, I feel like you definitely pull from that life on repeat sort of
that's
pool too.
Funny thing, we love when people say like, this sounds like living on through life on repeat. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, we love that. Like, Life on Repeat was such an underrated band.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The first time I saw them, I was just a boy in the crowd, and like, I found out they were from Maryland, so I went and talked to the vocalist, and I was so excited. And then a year and a half later, I'm recording with
Andrew,
Andrew, and I was like, man, I don't, it was wild to me. But after time, you learn to just put that stuff on the shelf. But it was just wild that I grew up like loving that band so much, and then now, we're trying to, kind of bring similar sound back, but add our edge to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can hear that little sprinkling, but I like that there's just kind of a mixed pool of different things. But my next question is, it's the last day of tour, but I always ask this question: who were you jamming on the road? Like, who were some of the things that you were spinning in the van?
So quite a few records. There's been a lot of records that had like literally just come out this month. So like Beartooth, the Disease record, that sick record, we listen to it at least 2 to 3 times a day. The new Siler record, Seasons, we've been listening to a lot of that. And then, funny thing, like, I think it was on a late drive one night, I was like super bored, couldn't, had already blasted through all the music, wasn't trying to listen to like super heavy stuff, just trying to be mellow. And somehow I got on our Spotify, and I looked at bands that are recommended to listen to. Found this band called Rivals.
Oh, nice.
From California.
Awesome. Yeah, they're great.
They're very awesome. I can listen to them any time in the day, but driving at night and just like hearing that, like, just, it's energetic, but it's so like the
pop
voice
kind of. Yeah,
like, I don't know, it just like carries me. It's definitely a good record. So that's kind of like what we've been jamming a lot. Oh, and the new Normandy record.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that record
awesome.
is sick. My bass player and sound guy like it more than anyone else in the band. Every time we get in, they're playing Normandy. But
there you
it's
go.
A good record, for
sure.
Sick,
awesome. My next question is a fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Definitely Until the Day I Die by Story of the Year.
Classic.
We always jam in the basement, after practice is done, and that's always the first one that comes out of the pocket. Somebody starts playing the lead or the drums, and then it's just like,
immediate.
All right, we're doing this right now.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you'll record it. That'd be really cool.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it might happen down the line.
Maybe.
Another fun question. Favorite food to eat?
I mean, so like, I don't really eat a lot of it, but it would be my favorite food. It's ice cream.
Ooh,
I haven't had ice cream, and like I haven't even had ice cream this whole time on the tour. I mean, it's cold now.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say.
Ice cream, but like, you know, over the summer when we toured all the way out west and we were in the heat, I didn't eat any ice cream then either. I haven't had ice cream in like 5 months. I'm kind of ice cream.
What's the go-to
deprived.
flavor? You gotta tell them.
I don't know. Like, I love chocolate, but like,
Ooh, okay.
it's if I eat chocolate ice cream, I need something to drink. So it's yeah. I don't know. It's too like sweet for me. But yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
My next question is, if you could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest spot on your next record or a producer you'd want to work with in the future, who would it be?
I would love to do like a collaboration with like another female artist,
Okay.
just because I've never I've sang with other guys, like other men, and I've never actually got to truly perform with a female on a track, and I would love to like see what kind of magic happens there. Like, I feel like harmonies between a man and a female, like, I feel like sometimes it's one of the most beautiful things.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
that you can hear.
Same.
Like, I'll reference a song for you. I don't know how to say her name correctly, but the State Champs song, "Around the World and Back."
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking
Julia
about.
Vera. I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah, Jewel Vera.
Jewel Vera, is that-
Jewel
okay.
Vera, I think. Yeah.
So that song is like beautiful to me, and I would love to like create something like that. So I mean, any female singer songwriter that, you know, has a good voice, like, I would love to do it. I don't have one in particular, but yeah,
Something like that. I
Yeah.
feel like we can shout outs to Kaylee from Rivals. I feel like that could happen.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
we can get it happening. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll hit her up after this. But anyway, my next question is another fun one. If you could pick another instrument to play, I know you do vocals. What would it be?
Well, before I started vocals, I used to play the saxophone. I just told
Oh,
my band
wow.
that today that no one knew that. I used to play
Now the internet
saxophone.
knows.
Yeah. I can't play anymore. I quit because I'm still short, but like when I started, like my arm span wasn't long enough to reach the lower keys, so like, you know, I had to set it down, and plus I wanted to start singing, but before I really got into singing, I always wanted to drum. Like,
Yeah.
drumming is like really awesome. You get to bang stuff like as loud as as hard as you want, like, and the harder you are, like, the louder it is. I feel like you have a lot of power with your instrument there, you know, like with a guitar, like, guitar is cool, not down in it, but like you got a knob and you're doing this, but with the drums, like, you really put all of your passion, your any kind of stress you're dealing with, that's harder you hit, man.
It
So,
comes out into the
absolutely.
music. Awesome. All right. So my next question is, as you can tell, I'm rocking a lot of video game related stuff. So I always have to ask this: if you could be a video game character, who would you be?
I would be Link from the
Oof.
game Zelda. That is my favorite. Or Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Like,
Ooh.
both of those games are that was my thing, man. Still is, but like I got a Switch.
Oh, sick.
My buddy let me borrow his Switch just so that I could play
On tour.
Yeah, because I just, at the time, I didn't have the money to buy a Switch, but I was like, dude, I got to play the new Zelda, and it's only on Switch. And he was like, you can just borrow
He's
mine.
like, oh, I
was
got
like,
you.
Yeah. It took me like 4 weeks to beat that one, and I played it like a lot. Like, I mean, I don't know, like when I was younger playing those games, like I really used to get my head in there, but like now I feel like I'm smarter now, but I feel like I get like really frustrated, and then I get on my phone and look up YouTube. I'm like, all right, how do I get through this level? You know, but I'm looking forward to the new Kingdom Hearts is coming out in January. Hopefully they don't push it back any longer, but
I think they solidified it.
Okay.
So as of per this recording, yes.
Okay.
So
cool.
fingers crossed. Well, my next question is, you're on tour with some really great live bands. So if, you know, what is some of your favorite live bands that you've seen in concert? Whether it be on a tour or just in general.
So yeah, Palisades puts on a great show. I mean, I've been seeing them for the past like 3 months now.
Awesome, yeah.
They have a lot of energy, and they have some cool, like, it's not like pyrotechnics or anything, but just like hazers and stuff like that to add to their show. I'm trying to think, like, another, like, I went to this other show too, like right before we went on the first tour over the summer. It was Parkway Drive at the Fillmore in Silver Spring, Maryland, and that was the first time I had ever seen them, and my friend was like, you gotta go, like this and that. And I like their music, but
Same.
I don't I'm not the type of person that wants to sit in a crowd shoulder to shoulder anymore.
Yeah.
I'm too short. I can't breathe. Like,
I feel that.
I'm claustrophobic. So luckily, one of our friends, guested us in, and we got to sit up high in the rafter area, and that show was amazing. I put it up there with one of my top 5 shows ever seen. And then Highly Suspect. They are a great band to see live. Okay. Me and my girl and a couple of our friends, we bought tickets to see them, and well worth every penny. I will spend any amount of money to go see them again. They're very good. They put on a great show. They're amusing. They're great. They peel off from their songs and start jamming out during the set.
That's sick.
Yeah, they really do it up, man. It's awesome.
Awesome. My next question is, to follow up, great live performances, if you could combine a dream tour, who would be on it?
Dream tour.
And that's going to include your band. That's up to you.
I mean, honestly, like, for us, I feel like just in general, a good dream tour for our music scene right now, our industry, would be to collaborate some of the world's best hip-hop artists with the world's best rock artists, and collaborate the two cultures together, because as of right now, the hip-hop culture, is kind of like bringing some of this rock culture to their to their influence. And those kids that go to those shows, like I said earlier, they love to move, they love energy, and if they came out to our shows, they would realize it's all the same thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like any type of show, like a Post Malone, Bring Me the Horizon.
Ooh, okay.
And then like maybe one more hip hop artist and one more rock artist would be like a great starting tour, like just to say, hey, like, this can work. Come to the show, find out how awesome it is. I feel like that would be cool.
That'd be really tight. I also know that Post he tried out for like Crown the Empire. I feel like that's like right up his alley.
Yeah.
And I did see like another clip of like one of their music videos, and like Post was just like hanging out. So
yeah,
I feel like if it's not already in the works, it could happen very soon. So I'd love to see Bring Me and Post Malone on one tour. That'd be just nuts. So
absolutely.
But my next question is another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Favorite TV show, I'm going to be basic and say Rick and Morty.
Ooh, okay.
Before I moved out of my parents, me and my brother would like binge watch Rick and Morty. Like, we got it to the point to where like we knew everything that everyone said every episode.
Just the lines, you got them.
Yeah. Favorite movie, I want to say like Interstellar is one of my favorite movies out there. Like that, and then I'll put the Avengers, the newest Avengers
Infinity
movie,
War.
Infinity War. Like, that was honestly a great movie, action packed from beginning to end, and it was very funny. But Interstellar is one of my most favorite movies because I love space and time, and that movie, I had to watch it a couple of times to like truly understand the nature. But once I like found out like how everything worked, I was just like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
that mind
blown, dude. Yeah.
That's tight. Awesome. If there was one album that you could bring with you onto a desert island for the next month, what album would it be?
Turnover. I don't know the album, but like it's the newest album.
The newest Turnover? Yeah. That one's tight.
I love Turnover. I feel like vibes on the beach, like that would just be it. Like we listen to Turnover, like I said, like we'll listen to them at night, or when we park at a rest stop or something, or a Planet Fitness to sleep for the night, we'll put Turnover on and everybody just passes out. Like it's not like that. Like it's not boring.
Like it's
just
chill.
like it calms me down. Like that's what it does. It really calms me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And lastly, tell them about your band Savage Hands, where they can find you at, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
So you can find us in Waldorf, Maryland. I'm not giving you our address, but we have a couple of like one-off dates that we're doing. We're gonna redo, or I mean not redo. We're gonna pick up some of the shows that Palisades dropped on this tour.
Okay.
We'll be back out with Palisades. So November 30th in Pittsburgh. I'm not sure the venue. And then we have one headliner in Richmond, Virginia on December 22nd at the Canal Club. And then at some point in February, we're doing a Toronto, Detroit, and then Columbus, like 3-day weekend run with Palisades to make
Sick.
up for some dates that they dropped. So just, I would say, keep up with our Twitter and our Instagram. Those are where we're most active. We'll definitely post on Facebook too if you're a Facebook person, but mostly check in with our Twitter and Instagram, and we always respond there. So, I mean, if you got any questions, just DM us or comment. We'll respond within 5 to 10 minutes, pretty much.
Awesome. Well, I gotta say, I love Savage Hands, and that Mikey did not pay me to say that. I definitely love your band, and I was super stoked when I got it. Shout outs to Austin. He's a great guy. But go check out Savage Hands. Links are in the description. Go check out their new EP. Hopefully new music's in the works, as of course. And if you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. And thanks to Mikey for coming on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps out our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.